Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bringing you an NFL Week 1 preview between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Let's start with the Colts in this matchup. The big key in this ball game that I'm going to be checking out is that offensive line of the Indianapolis Colts. How well can they handle that defensive pressure, that newfound defensive pressure from the Houston Texans? You know, these guys are running a 3-4 defense now, so they will be more aggressive and they will bring the pressure throughout the ball game. You're starting a rookie at left tackle, Anthony Costanzo, so that's something you want to check out throughout this whole game. That's something that I'm going to be looking out for, as how well the Colts pick up the blitz and handle the pressure. Also, you want to attack the pursuit of the Houston Texans. With that newfound defense, they will be all over the place, being aggressive. So you want to attack the pursuit angles, misdirection, screens, come back the other way. Keep these guys playing laterally and not being able just to aggressively rush downhill. And the running backs have to step up. I'm looking for each one of these tailbacks to make sure they have a big day. And Donald Brown, the lone Carter may see some carries. Those guys have to step up and be better assets to the team and not just be one-dimensional in passing. Defensively, you want to bracket Andre Johnson. He's the #1 receiver. Bracket him and make those other wide receivers beat you. I love the other wide receivers, though. They have some solid players, but you want to make sure they can beat you and not Andre Johnson, because if Andre Johnson is allowed to get off, it's going to be a long day for that secondary. And also, you want to make sure your underneath coverage is vital. You guys have some excellent linebackers that could drop back in coverage, but the Texans will try to attack that underneath coverage, especially in the cover 2. Make sure you guys step up, play your zones, and be aggressive in the passing game. You can have some success. Gap control defense is also in order for the Texans because they run a lot of one-cut downhill zone plays. Now, for the Texans coming in offensively, weak side running. A lot of teams get used to wherever the tight end is, they want to dominate that side and stop the run over there. But weak side running allows you a better matchup. You have one-on-one mostly on the outside, and it's just that one player you have to beat as far as a running back is concerned, and you always have to like that matchup. So weak side running should help you guys out. You also want to work these wide receivers, these other wide receivers, in the ball game early. Throw them dump off passes, throw them short passes, a little quick outs, quick slants, and that way they're going to get worked in, and the defense is going to have to account for these guys now. Then you'll be able to hit Andre Johnson later on in the ball game, and you have to own the clock offensively, guys. The way you keep an explosive offense, I don't care if Peyton Manning is back there or not, the weapons they have can still be explosive. You own the clock. Limit those offensive players' touches by owning the football yourself. Defensively, you want to slant pressure to either side, because whoever's going to be back there at quarterback is not mobile in the first place. So you want to slant pressure to that side, force these guys to go to one way and shorten the field for these guys. You have some success. And the secondary can't honor the run fake, because I'm not completely sold on the Colts running the football. Don't even fall for the play action. Don't even honor it. Let your defensive front 7 stay aggressive in that aspect, because they have enough to stop the run. So whenever the Colts play action, don't even honor it if you're the secondary. Just stay with those wide receivers, and that way you're going to find yourself winning a lot of matchups defensively, because I can trust the front 7 of the Houston Texans to stop the running game. Now, here are some positional breakdowns to see who has the edge in this matchup, starting with the quarterback's position. I don't know if Peyton Manning is going to be back there, so I'm just give this an even matchup. Schaub is an outstanding quarterback. He showed he can stay healthy. I say both guys have solid QBs right now. The running game, you have to go with the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. I say it's an even matchup. Both guys have the talent. Houston, maybe without Aaron Foster, they have 3 backs in Indianapolis, so I say it's an even matchup. Best wide receivers, it has to go with the Colts. They go 4 deep, and they have 2 solid tight ends that can catch the football, so you have to give this advantage to the Indianapolis Colts. Best offensive line, I'm going to say the Indianapolis Colts. I still have some questions about the Houston's offensive line. The Colts in its interior is very solid. Now look at the defensive line matchup. Again, you have to go with the Indianapolis Colts. Freeney and Mathis, both guys can get to the quarterbacks, and they have 2 very underrated D tackles. Linebackers, that has to go to the Houston Texans, guys. These guys, Mario Williams slides back. He's still going to be a rusher. So even with Connor Baldwin, Cushing, and also D'Amico Ryan, these guys are a very aggressive unit. Defensive backs, I'm going with the Houston Texans. I like what they've added back there, and Jonathan Joseph, and moving Glover Quinn to safety. So I like the secondary. Secondary is going to be an asset this season. Special teams, I give it to the Indianapolis Colts. They have an outstanding kicker, and they have solid coverage units. So that's going to help these guys out throughout this ball game. The X factor, you look at the Colts X factor, Peyton Manning. Is he going to be healthy? Is he going to be out there? Because if he's not, it could be a long day. Even if he is, it still could be a long day for the Colts. The Texans X factor is that secondary, because they will get tested throughout this ball game. I'm going with the Houston Texans in this matchup. I like what they bring to the table. That front seven of their defense will get to the quarterback. Keep an eye on rookie J.J. Watt to have some success. And look at those linebackers getting to the quarterback and causing a lot of disruption for their Colts passing game. And the Colts are just too one-dimensional for me to pick these guys on the road. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan. And listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays, 11 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.